Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Not bad considering it's week number 42 and now we're in a second lockdown
Mm-hmm.
as of just before Boxing Day, right?
Yes, as of 12:01 on the
Christmas Day.
26th, Christmas Day, after the day after Christmas, we're in lockdown.
And I'm still it still confuses me, and I know you always kind of correct me on it. I thought it was like the day after Boxing Day, and I'm thinking that's crazy, but it's the day before Boxing Day.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah, it
the way they
starts at
say the time.
12:01, like as soon as the calendar date switches, which is at midnight,
Yeah.
on the night of the 25th to the 26th.
Yeah.
We went to lockdown, but it sure doesn't feel like a lockdown to me. I don't know about you, but I mean, I'm looking at Walmart and people shopping for TVs and people in airports. And I wrote a letter to Doug Ford yesterday because I find that it's insane. Like he's saying that he's tough and he's going to do things to help us and to keep Ontarians protected. Yet, I think 16,000 people and 12,000 people in Ontario, 16,000 in Quebec, I believe, or I might be wrong on the numbers. Don't quote me on that. But some 12,000 and 14,000 Ontarians were taking planes and going down south on a jolly vacation during a pandemic where, the rest of us are in lockdown, which makes absolutely no sense.
No, it doesn't. And like you say, even Walmart. I know Sheldon's oldest works there, and Boxing Day he was working. So I'm assuming they're just gonna have like the food part open. That's it, and everything else blocked off. Because I saw some pictures on Facebook where Sheldon says he thinks they're doing that in Quebec. They're blocking everything off in Walmart other than the food.
Yes.
He said no. He said Walmart was all open, very busy, Boxing Day sales going on, and this and that. I'm thinking, I don't
Absolutely.
know. That's not
And
what I was
and
expecting.
that is so well. I mean, they didn't do it the first lockdown, so I kind of was figuring that they wouldn't be doing it, but they did it in Alberta and they did it in Quebec.
Mm,
I mean, essential is essential is essential. Shopping for a TV right now is not essential. Shopping for other stuff than food and pharmacy is not essential. If you want people to take you seriously on your lockdown,
mhm.
then make it for essential purposes only, because that's going to limit the traffic.
Exactly.
That's going to limit the traffic of people going for non-essential reasons. I mean, if Walmart is open for non-essential reasons, people are still going to go shopping for non-essential reasons.
Hmm.
So it makes absolutely nonsense. And I'm frustrated for small business owners who are looking at this. There goes their Boxing Day, and
Yeah.
Walmart is racking up thousands and millions of dollars in one Boxing Day because they can go ahead and sell whatever they want.
Yeah,
So
I know.
it's
I
it's
think even,
frustrating for small business owners.
well, yeah, I think even places like Giant Tiger, because they have food, they have everything else. They're allowed to sell everything else.
Hmm.
And I am going to say a name because, a little place like Mrs. B's, Crafts and Home Decor, right beside Giant Tiger, is looking at, okay, she can only do curbside, and she's selling a lot of home decor like Giant Tiger, but yet everybody can walk around there. So this
Yeah,
poor little business owner is suffering.
yeah, and that's what I was mentioning in the letter is that it's all fine and dandy that they can do curbside pickup. That's great, but
Mhm,
people are they like instant gratification, and if they
mhm.
feel they need a candle right now, they're gonna go to Giant Tiger and buy the damn candle right now instead of
Mhm.
you know getting on the phone with Mrs. B's and saying, okay, well, when can I pick up my candle, and end up having to pick it up a day after or 2 days after.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it would give a fighting chance to the small business owners to just rope it off, you know,
Yeah.
rope it off. It's non-essential.
Yeah. Exactly. But the other thing too is, yeah, you've got curbside pickup, but a lot of times you've got to go onto the website. You've got to pay by Visa. You don't even know what's in the store. You got to go check it out. And
Mm,
it's fine and dandy for like our age and a little older, but when you're like older,
yeah,
they a lot of them don't have the computers, the technology, and a lot of them don't want to give out their credit cards over the computer, stuff like that. So then that's not right either.
exactly.
And
So
you don't want the older people running into Walmart and Giant Tiger because that's not a safe place for them.
not right now. Like
So I don't know. It's very frustrating, and I was thinking exactly the same. Thank goodness. Like yes, we're a small business, but a store. Wow,
yeah, yeah.
that would
It's
be right now.
there was interesting discussions on Facebook yesterday about the whole thing. Some people
Hmm.
were for Walmart being staying open, and some people were against it, and even small business owners were having interesting discussions about how they feel. Things
Hmm.
should be handled, but the traveling, and I understand that this is a federal issue. I mean, Ford really doesn't have a say as to I don't think, anyways, has a say as to how the airports operate because that's a federal ground.
Hmm.
But they like I don't know. It just makes no sense to me that all these people are coming in and out of the country, and do we really think they're going to self isolate for 2 weeks after
Hmm.
they come back from vacation? Like, I mean, some of them will, I'm sure, but it's not strict enough. Like there's no monitoring really. I mean, they check up on them, they call them, but
That's not enough. You can
I
call a
know
person. You
I
can call a
know
person.
people that went on vacation
Uh-huh.
and came back and went right back to work. So
Yeah. Well, you can call a person on the phone. Doesn't mean they're at home. They're on their cell phone. They could be anywhere, shopping or whatever.
self isolating in the middle of friggin' food basics. Anyway, it's I'm frustrated for everybody because it's just here we are, like, again, for a second time around, just, stuck at home, not doing anything. And, anyways, enough negativity. How
But
was
yeah,
your
don't talk about it because I was like, I had to get away from Facebook the other day because of that. Like looking at pictures of large family groups together and this and that. It's like I had to back away from it because I was driving myself crazy. Like you say, we can't judge. We can only do what's best for ourselves, what we think is the best thing. So, all right, let's get away from it. So, how was your Christmas?
Oh my God, it was great. We had an awesome Christmas. Kids, they were like, "This is the best Christmas ever." Like,
Mhm.
kids are so resilient. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really thankful for how resilient they are because it makes things a lot easier. Um, so they had a great time. Like they were all happy with their gifts. I was happy with my gift. My husband bought me an iPad, my first iPad ever, and
Oh, yeah, I
loved
saw
it.
something. I wasn't, excuse me, I wasn't sure what it was. So, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, because I'm on my little phone, right? And my eyes are
Mhm.
not that great. So I'm on my little phone and I'm like, so little, what can I do with this? Anyways, so yeah, you bought me an iPad, so I don't have to struggle reading my stuff anymore.
Yeah, that is much better.
Hmm.
But yeah, like you're saying, kids are resilient. We did something a little different. We did the curbside present pickup. It was kind of cute. I put all the presents outside the front door, and
Yeah.
then I kind of opened the door a bit and did a thumbs up. They did a thumbs up from outside. Somebody took a picture, sent it to me, and it is in the January Seeker. But again, like you adapt, and the same thing. This was Sheldon's kids, so they got their curbside pickup. They got their gifts immediately, and then we watched them open them over the computer screen, which again is very weird because they don't live that far away, but they don't live with us either. So, and that was the one thing. Oh my God, this is the best Christmas ever. but it was only because they got exactly the gifts they wanted.
Yeah.
But I mean, as they get older too, it's easier to buy because they really only zone in on a couple of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then my kids, of course, I sent packages to them, and like I told you, the packages didn't get there, but that's understandable too. Yes, I was a little disappointed because I wanted to open the gifts over the screen with them too, but that just meant a lot of people were sending gifts rather than taking them and visiting in person.
Yeah, my gifts to Texas didn't get there either.
Yeah,
And I paid a lot of money for
I know.
shipping that box. Oh my God, it cost me like $180 to send one big box to Texas, and it didn't even make it on time. I was kind of upset, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But on the positive side, like you say, it means more people are sending gifts and taking them in person. So,
yeah. Or it just means Canada Post sucks.
yeah, well, I just wanted to look at the positive side.
Yeah, I should have sent it via UPS or anything
Yeah.
else because being cross country like that, because it's coming from Canada, then it's going to the
Yeah.
States. Like if it was within Canada, it would probably be better. But I kind of lost the tracking as soon as it reached the States. It kind of doesn't follow anymore. So it said that it was supposed to be delivered on the 24th, and then after the day was over, it said it's going to be delivered on the 29th. So
Oh.
we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine's in Canada and mine still didn't get there either, so don't feel bad.
Yeah. So how was your Christmas, people? We want to know how you celebrated. What did you do? Um, I went and I dropped presents to my little grandson and my two kids, and of course I was wearing my N95, and because nobody over there is wearing masks, they just don't, really younger kids. They feel invincible. So, yeah, I was just making sure that I was 6 feet away, but I dropped them off and saw them open the gifts. I was there for a brief time, maybe 10 minutes.
Hmm.
It's sad, but it was sad, but it is what it is.
I think the hardest part is not being able to give a hug to people. That's kind of
Well, I
aspect.
picked up my grandson for a few minutes there, it's pretty sad. The kid's 6 months old, and I've held him just like half a dozen times.
Yeah.
That hurts, but yeah. So what did you do for Christmas, people? Did you celebrate? Did you stay at home? Did you have a little quaint um, um, gathering, or did you not?
Yeah, exactly.
So speaking of lockdown, we just started the lockdown on the 26th, and I had posted a little thing that I invited people to follow me on the secret page, and that was about um, eating out
Mm-hmm.
for the 28 days of lockdown, trying to help our local restaurants, to survive this because it's another blow on them. It's going to be a tough 28 days for them again, and then they've been already hit hard over the last 8 months, 9 months.
Yeah,
So
because
I
of course
suggested,
nobody can go inside the restaurant right now. It's only takeout or delivery,
right,
or well,
right.
you can't really do. I wouldn't do curbside and leave the food on the curbside, but anyway, whatever. But yeah, you did something really good. Keep going.
So yeah, so I tried to encourage people to go ahead and order. I had my list of 28
Hmm.
restaurants that I selected for my lockdown. Like, and I was suggesting that people could do you know 28 days or one, or 10. Whoops,
Hmm.
sorry. Whatever floats their boat, right? But that was received with a lot of negativity,
I
and
saw that.
I was kind of surprised and people were suggesting that my suggestion was insensitive because not everybody's got money to eat out for 28 days. And I'm sorry if it came across as insensitive. That was not the point of it at all. It was quite the opposite. It was trying to, you know, but it upsets me because, people are judging, um, and, thinking, oh, she's rich, and she's throwing her money in our face. And, no, I am from being rich. I just choose to spend my money on helping my community this time around,
Mm-hmm.
instead of I don't smoke, I don't drink, so and so I'm cutting out somewhere else. I'm gonna spend like something like $10 a day, maybe. I'm not necessarily gonna do a big meal every single time. Like yesterday, we ordered a side Greek salad from Napoleon's, so
Okay.
that was not a main meal. That was not a $30-$40 order. It was a $10 order.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's and all these people who are judging and criticizing, they're probably vaping and smoking and getting Timmy's 5 times a day. And give me a break. I'm trying to do something positive. Can people just see it for what it is, and stop judging and criticizing? Like, this is really hard in this community. Like, Cornwall is a great community. We're super
Mm-hmm.
generous. We're really help each other. But at the same time, there is this little crowd that keeps on throwing negativity on everything that people try to do.
Yeah.
And it's really discouraging because when you're doing your best to help,
Yeah.
and I can talk about what happened with the Santa Claus parade, the Halloween
Yeah.
event, even the Rib Fest. We the guys at the Optimist Club, they managed to keep Rib Fest alive this year. They managed to give us a Halloween drive-through where hundreds of kids might not have had a Halloween if it
Exactly.
wouldn't have been from that. But then, they're received with negativity, and they're being, always put down. And at some point, they're going to get discouraged and they're going to throw in the towel. And
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen. And then nothing is going to happen in Cornwall. And then people are going to bitch that there's never
Yeah.
anything happening here. So, people, be positive.
Yeah, because if it, like, say, negativity just gets tiring and draining, and honestly, I have. That's why I said the other day, you keep saying, did you see this on Facebook? Did you see that? I chose to back away for a little bit
Mhm.
because the negativity on Facebook was exhausting me. It doesn't take much, and at this time, especially, like, we're all getting tired. But let's, let's try and stay positive. No.
Yeah.
But what I liked about your list, we're not ones to eat out too much either, but we will probably do a few of them. But it kind of gave 28 restaurants in Cornwall. Some of them I didn't really even know about.
Hmm.
And that's kind of nice for people, to
Well,
see. We have many more than that, but it was a
yeah.
nice selection of 28.
Yeah. Well, and that's only 28. There's a lot more
Exactly.
in that. And, people, again, were criticizing, well, this restaurant should be on this list and that restaurant should be on the list. And, okay, this is my list. Make your own list and put suggestions in the comments,
Yeah.
go ahead, like, by all means. Um, yeah, it's,
But even
what really ticked me off too?
what?
So the first night we did Shaw's Grill.
Hmm.
And, I think that place is really overlooked all the time because, it's the little place that's on Third Street that where Fatty Cats used to be.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
tucked
it's
away.
what was that?
It's tucked away. It's
It's
out of the
tucked
way.
away, and but so anyways, we did them because I saw on the restaurant reviews Cornwall, Ontario. There's a group on Facebook for restaurant reviews, right?
Hmm.
And I saw a friend of mine had ordered from there and had posted a picture and it looked really good. So I'm like,
Hmm.
I was trying to find, I was supposed to go to Manny's that day
They were
and
closed.
they were closed. So then I tried the Shack and they were closed. And then I tried the Pit, but they were closing in like the next 10 minutes, so
Mhm.
it was like too late. So I figured, okay, well, let me give them a try. They're not on my list, but I'll give them a try anyways.
Yeah.
Um, and so we ordered pizza and wings, and the wings were just amazing. And
Mm.
and I ordered butter chicken, which is one of my favorite dish.
Yeah, I know.
And so I had the butter chicken. It was scrumptious, but what was I getting at with all this? So we ordered Shaw. Okay, so yes, so then I posted it on our Facebook page on the Seeker, and I
Yeah.
shared to the restaurant reviews with a picture of the food and the little list of restaurants that I'm doing. Well, somebody just went and said, "Oh, so uh, I can't even remember what they said, but somebody said one thing, and then the other person said, yeah, and that means we're going to see 28 reviews over the next 28 days." And I'm like, okay, well, isn't that the point of the entire group here? Isn't this called restaurant reviews? So my review of Napoleon yesterday, I didn't even post because I got kind of like, um, scolded for posting a review in the
Yeah.
restaurant review group. Anyways, so I didn't
Yeah.
post my review for Napoleon's. Unfortunately, I just posted that one on our Facebook page because I figured people don't want to hear it.
Yeah. No, at least put it on ours. So no,
Mhm.
that's awesome. Like I said, I think people are just getting tired. People are picking. People are just, I don't know, they're just picking more and trying to find
I
little
find that,
arguments to start or
there's
something.
no there's no tolerance anymore. Like people are so intolerant of one another. Like we got to get back to, if we're going to survive this, we need to get back to, you know, you don't have to comment on everything you see on Facebook, people.
Hmm.
Plain and simple. You don't have to comment on every single thing you see.
Exactly.
So,
And if you
just
do, it doesn't have to be a negative comment. Some, I don't know. Like I say, when you get to that point, just go out your front door and go for a walk it off or something. Go look at something different. Anyway, speaking of something different, I think I told you that my birds are eating me out of house and home. I have on the side, right outside my kitchen window, I've got like 3 bird feeders. And I find between cat food and bird food and squirrel food, and my God, but they're so entertaining. They're beautiful.
yeah,
I go to I don't even know if I say it right. Moises Feed and Seed, where Goslings was. They
yeah,
have so many different kind of bird food and stuff, and the
yeah.
prices are awesome. So I get it there. I'm there probably twice a week. But you know what? The joy I get from stepping away from Facebook and watching my birds and my wildlife, it's just amazing. Yesterday, I happened to go in the kitchen and there had to be about 12 chickadees all together eating out of the bird feeders with a squirrel in his bird feeder watching them. I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. You know,
Did you try feeding your chickadees from your hand? Because they'll
no,
come in your hand.
no, I know if you go to the bird sanctuary, there's a lot of people who are doing that. Well, you did
When
too.
we went to our hike back
Yeah, yeah.
in Kingston, I think it was the one in Kingston, um, with the little feed, you just put
Mhm.
it in your hand and you just extend your hand and the chickadees just come right in your hand. It's super cool.
Well, I've got them to the point that when I go out, they'll come and perch in the trees because I think they're seeing that I'm the hand that feeds them and I'm not any
Mhm.
threat to them. And they kind of wait. So when I leave, they all come out. But I did post something in the January Seeker, which we completed and got to print this morning. Yay.
Yes.
I did put something because I saw something on Facebook that was really alarming. I don't know how if people know, but you've got to keep your bird feeders, your bird baths, anything like that clean, because there's an avian. Um, it's called an avian pox, and if the bird feeder is dirty, the birds can get this, and it affects their feet and it affects their beaks. And the picture I mean, it's not a nice picture, but it really tells you what it does. You get these big blisters and things on the beaks, and it gets to the point that the poor bird can't eat anymore, and it just starves to death. It's horrible. So, please, please, please keep your bird feeders clean. Pretty well soak them once a week, scrub them, clean them, put clean bird feed in. I do it every day because
Mhm.
after I saw that, I was like horrified.
Wow.
So yeah, keep your bird feeders clean because right now is the time of the year that the birds are in them all. But if one bird has it, it can spread it to others. So
Mhm. Mhm.
and it's really really looks nasty.
Didn't even know about that at all.
Yeah, well, I saw that and I said, well, it's a really important thing. So it's in the January Seeker. Did you know the piece? So yeah, I thought it was interesting piece, but the picture's not nice.
Yeah.
A bird. Wow.
So I'm excited for the January issue because we have our top 10 people of the
We
year on
do, we
there.
do. And you're going to be excited when you see who one of them is.
Mm-hmm.
A
Yeah,
very original looking guy.
very original looking guy. Yes. Um, anyway, so we should be out probably by the beginning of next week. So make sure that you pick up your copy. The copies are going to be available at the Seeker office and Sharon's Pantry, right? Because of the lockdown, we're just going to stick with those two places for now.
Yeah, because I mean, we can't really guarantee that they're going to be in all our other places because we don't even know if we can get in the other places. So if you want to pick up your copy, there's a big red box. There's a picture of it right in the Seeker to show you what we're talking about, right beside the Seeker office at 327 2nd Street East.
Mm-hmm.
So pick it up there. And I'm like, yes, Sharon's too. I'm sure she's going to be doing curbside, but she has food, so people might be able to go in there. Nevertheless, we have a good following at
Yeah,
Sharon's.
yeah, that's good.
And the other option too, like, I mean, yes, you can read it on our Seeker website, theseeker.ca, but you can also get a year's subscription or a 6-month subscription to it
Mm.
as well. So that's another option so that you don't have to go out looking for it. It's going to come right to your door.
Yes, and that subscription pays for the print, of course, and the more subscriptions we have, the more we can help local. So we're always about helping local. Whoa, sorry about that. So yeah, so get your subscriptions to the Seeker. Uh, Hey, so January 1st is coming soon and 2020 is going to be over with. I heard that a lot of people are doing a new tradition this year where they will open their door wide open to let the old year out and the new year in.
Is
I'm
that
doing it. I'm kicking 2020 in the ass.
you're kicking it
Sorry,
too?
yeah, I'm kicking it out of here. I've had it with 2020.
Well, I mean, some good things did come out of it. People kind of, at one point, were nicer to each other and started doing walking and exercise and this and that. And then I don't see too many people out these days again, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that was a positive thing for sure. Um, well, I started hiking, so that was a good habit that I picked up in 2020. So that's good.
I
And
know you didn't go yesterday because we were both busy getting the Seeker together. I don't think you
yeah,
went
I
anywhere,
didn't go.
did you?
No, I didn't go yesterday. I didn't go yesterday either because I'm not even sure, like in lockdown, how that works. Like I know you can still take walks and stuff. You don't
Mhm.
have to. But I don't know. Anyways, we stayed home. Take
I
it
know
easy.
the trails around here, I did put in the Seeker, they're still open, but you're asked to kind of use your own discretion. If there's a lot of people on the trails, don't go near them, kind of stay your distance, that kind of thing. You can
Hmm.
still do outdoor stuff, but I know the Benson Center is going to be closed. I mean, it is closed. So is the Aquatic Center. probably, I mean, I'm sure the walking center at Civic Complex too. Open front door to let in, back
Back
door.
door to let out. Oh, is that what it is, Roger? Okay, we'll do that.
Because I know
Open the
that
front door to let in and the back door to let out.
and there's something about the first person that walks in your front door too kind of sets the mood for the year. So if
Okay.
you want a positive person walking in, obviously, because that will set the mood for the year.
Okay. Mm.
I won't be walking in your front door, sorry, because of the lockdown.
Nobody's walking through my front door. Oh gosh, it
That's
drives
pretty
me
sad.
nuts. Like I got people knocking on my door all the time, right? And clients coming over and they're not wearing a mask. I'm like, what the hell? You know, haven't you got the memo? You know, everybody's supposed to wear a mask when they're within 6 feet of one another now. So
Yeah, we had somebody come and drop off a Christmas card to us yesterday too, and we had our mask on. They were outside more than six, the distance.
mhm.
What is it, 6 feet?
Yeah, 6 feet.
2 meters, yeah. I mean, he was more than that away from us, but he had a mask on as well. So, I mean, yes, there are, but there's some people, like you say, come to the door, they have
Mhm.
a mask, and they run back to the car to get a mask when they see that we have ours on. But
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. Yesterday there was a post, somebody had posted something. They were saying, you know, me wearing a mask at work. And so they had their mask on like super
yeah,
properly and everything. And then it said customers, you know, and then you see all the customers they're having their mask like all sorts of ways, different ways. Like one has them on their eyes even, um, you know, because yeah, that's frustrating too when you're working in the public, I'm sure, and you're seeing these people just coming in and out and wearing it under their chin, and you know,
under the
it's
nose.
getting better. It's getting better, I guess.
I mean, you can laugh at it when you look at, a little cartoon or something on Facebook, but when you're faced in reality with somebody like that, it's hard.
Yeah, no. So this customer of mine came last week, and there I opened the door and there they are, and they're not wearing a mask, and they're old, really old, like I mean, and they're not wearing a mask, and I'm like, what are they doing? And I'm there, you know, I'm just like, here you go. I'm giving him like super far away. You know,
You don't have it taped to a hockey stick?
I should,
Just like
but
they do.
no, I need to buy a magnetic sign saying no mask, don't even ring. You know, if you don't have a mask, don't knock. Like I'm not opening the door. I gotta start. I have a video doorbell, so I should really
Yeah,
just look at people and say, you know, leave it there. If you don't have a mask, leave it on the porch, or you know.
yeah, exactly.
I'm a little paranoid, people, if you haven't noticed. Some people would call me COVID phobic.
Yeah, yeah. There was a column that said that, written by
Yeah.
you.
Mm,
But yeah, I saw that you had put oh my god, I've lost the word.
uh-oh.
I
That's
can't remember the word. You know where you're asking
quarantine.
a question. Oh,
A poll?
you asked them
A
to
poll.
vote. A
A
poll.
poll.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I didn't get it.
Oh, the poll.
Yeah, I saw the poll yesterday too, and there's people starting to answer about the
Yeah,
news
because
stream.
this new strain. Yes, this new strain. So the new strain has been found in Durham region, and yesterday in Ottawa.
Yeah,
So so I was asking if people are nervous about the new strain, if they feel, you know, worried or not. And so people were starting to, that's on our Facebook group. So,
exactly. So yeah, if you have a comment about that too, how are you feeling about this now on top of everything else? But
mhm.
a lot of people are just going to take it in their stride and keep doing what they're doing and protecting themselves the way they have been, and we'll kind
Yeah,
of day
they're
by
saying
day.
that it's easier to transmit. So what does that mean exactly? Like, I'm anxious to get more information about this new strain. Um, like, is it like, if because I don't understand, if we have a mask and we're socially distancing, like, how is it more transmittable? I mean, it's, you can't, you know, you're 6 feet away, you're not going to transmit it. Is it more, does it travel further? Like, I mean, it doesn't travel, we move it, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, if we sneeze, does it go further? um is it like, I don't know, why is it more infectious?
It's like 70% more transmittable or
I
something.
think it's actually 53. They were
50.
saying that yeah, they at first they were thinking 70, and then they were revising that to 53% more infectious. But I mean, if we're staying put, it's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, it
It's
shouldn't.
not more infectious. Like, does it live longer on surfaces? Like, can you infect yourself more easily with, you know, like, details? I'd like to know more details.
Oh, I'm sure we
Or is
will.
it just like, yeah.
I'm sure we'll get more details. But I mean, the main thing is we're just going to become hermits and stay in our homes.
Well, aren't we already? Like,
That's the
I'm
way I was feeling. Like I still want to try and do a few out and abouts because I like doing that, promoting people in the community. But really, I'm not sure how that's going to work through January with lockdowns anyway. I mean, I can promote from afar. We can promote people who are doing
you can do out and about with Secret Chick My Lease by visiting their website.
exactly. That's what I'm saying with their Facebook page and doing a little blurb and what
Yeah.
they're doing and are they doing curbside or again, it would be nice for people to let us know because if you want us to put it out there on our Facebook page, you could let us know how you're doing business in January
Hmm.
2021. Are you going to be full open? Are you actually you can't let anybody in either. Like I think the thing is you can only do pickup and curbside if
Yeah.
you're a small business. You can't nobody can shop in person
No, no, there's no in-person shopping at all.
unless you've got
So,
food or pharmacy.
hmm, yep.
Yeah, because again, I wanted yesterday. I was trying to get an article together with what's open, what's not, what you can do, what you can't do. There's so much. There's so much of it. I think I covered a good part of it
Yeah.
in my article, but I mean there is a website too, the Ontario.ca. You can go to that, and there's a lot of information on there too. Plus, the Eastern Ontario Health Unit has a
Hmm.
lot of information too, right?
And we have the stuff on our website too. Like, most of
Yeah.
the regulations are already put on there, which is at the seeker.ca. You can go on there and check that out. So the poll so far, so it was saying, are you worried about the new variant that was found in Ontario over the weekend, first in Durham and now in Ottawa? And
Mhm.
so you have 28 people who said they were neutral. 9 people said they were slightly worried, at least it's not deadlier. 7 people said very worried, I'm afraid the vaccine will no longer work. And then we have 5 people who said not worried at all, it's all part of the big reset.
Yeah, well, that's true. I'm pretty sure this is a big reset. That's what I'm seeing it as.
um Big reset as you need to go and read about the big reset because
Oh,
that's a yeah, the big reset is so I believe, so the people who believe that there's a big reset in ongoing right now is that the government, that there's no pandemic and this is
oh,
all
okay.
a
That's
big
not the
reset.
reset
And
I'm
that,
thinking.
no, 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 it's a
No,
different reset.
I'm going to stop using that word.
Well, it is a reset because we had to pause and reset our way of doing things, but it's not the big reset they're talking about.
Okay, well, that's not what I'm going to be talking about either then, because my reset is being friendlier and being nicer and stepping away from technologies and, kind of just doing more natural stuff like walking and family stuff. And
Yeah. So
that's
how are because you have people in the UK. So how are you feeling about the new variant?
Well, my mom and dad talk to my aunt and uncle twice a week, and yes, it's like crazy over there. And this coming Wednesday, well, 2 more days, my uncle is 90. I'm trying to think, 93, I believe, and my aunt is 87. They're going to be getting the vaccine on Wednesday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're already in line for the vaccine. I'm not sure. I asked my mom how they're feeling about it. My uncle is I mean, he's way retired now. He's a doctor.
But yeah, he's a doctor, right?
Yeah, but again, like he's not really up on everything as much, obviously, because he's up there in years. But I don't know. I asked my mom how they were feeling about it, and I'm not sure if they're super happy or what. But I guess we'll see. But they're in line to get it because.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it when it
About the
comes? Are
vaccine?
you going to take the vaccine?
Yeah, of course. Yes, I welcome the vaccine. Go ahead, shoot me right now. Ready. I'm ready. I want life to go to back to normal. I want life to go back to normal, and that's the only way right now. You know? Yeah. This is not time to. Listen. Vaccines have been proven. We don't have the vaccine for polio anymore because we eradicated it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there is like anyway. Vaccines work. Vaccines work.
Yeah, I know you had the flu vaccine. I didn't because
I
was
didn't
not.
before. Like this year was the first year that I got the flu vaccine. And I only got it because I believe that with COVID around, it was better to be protected for the flu, so I don't get like if I get COVID, like I don't want to get COVID and the flu back to back or together. Like, I don't even know if you can get them together, but I don't want to risk that.
Yeah.
So I thought it was important to get the flu shot this year. Um, Normally I don't because I believe my immune system is strong enough to fight the flu. Like
Mhm.
I'm not elderly and I'm not a kid, but at the same time, like I know that it's been there's been diseases that we've eradicated because of vaccines,
Yeah.
and I am I a little worried because this is a new technology that they're using in these vaccines. Yes, a little bit, but you know what? I I prefer to trust people who know what they're talking about than saying that, or pretend that I know anything about this. I don't know
Mhm.
nothing about vaccines. I didn't go to medical school. I don't know nothing about them. I'll trust my doctors to, that's good enough for me. The how the healthcare people are getting it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
If this means that I can see my kids next Christmas, then bring it on. Bring
Yeah.
it on.
And
You
let's
know.
hope that happens by next year. Of course, with my kids, it's not going to be quite the same because they don't live around
Yeah.
here. I'll still be doing my Zoom chats, but at least if things change, they're going to be able to come home and visit during the year like they usually do once a year.
Exactly.
Because that was
Exactly.
hard. That was hard this year. I didn't get to see my youngest. He always comes home in about April, May kind of thing, and
Mhm.
it was hard on him too. But
It's hard on everybody. Like, I mean, my mental health is not the best right now. I'm tired. I'm tired of living the way we're living. Like, my husband works outside, and there's been cases in his place of work, so we're kind of, you know, being safe here too at the house. So Christmas was not spent hugging and kissing, and it was 6 feet apart, like even with my husband in the same household.
yeah, I
Um,
saw he had his mask on and you had yours on, and
yeah, and I hate to think, this new strain, if it's more contagious, then just as we're getting to over the hump of the 2 weeks now, that
Mhm.
the last case in his place of work was probably 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Now we can relax a little bit. But if this new strain starts to um, take off, then there's going to be a case every week. So what does that mean for our family life? Like, I'm tired. I'm
Yeah.
tired. I'm
Yeah.
tired. I
Like
want
I
I,
told you, yeah, me too. Like it's
I
just,
want life back.
yeah,
I want our life back. So yeah, I'm taking the vaccine 100% as soon as it's available.
yeah.
So my family in Texas, it's been getting really bad over there too. I have a cousin who came down with it last week, and then my niece's husband and her kid got it, um, and that's from a family gathering. They got together. Um, Her husband's family got together with the kids and everybody over the holiday, and then he came down with it. His kid came down with it, and his grandfather is now in the ICU because he got COVID. So when they're telling you that the virus hits when you let your guard down, I'm not
Yep.
kidding. Like, when you're in a family setting, you let your guard down. You're not
Mhm.
going to stay away 6 feet or more from your family. You're not going to wear a mask when you're having a family dinner. And that's what they refer to. So, we're now with, I think, 6 people in that family that got it, and one in the ICU. So it's not a joke.
No, it's not. And we do, like, say, I'm not saying any names, but we do have somebody that we mutually know too, and both her parents are in ICU right now
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
COVID.
My
So,
thoughts and prayers are with her. Like, I've been thinking about her a lot, and that's here. That's not in Texas or in England or anywhere else. It's here.
yeah.
So her father and mother are in the ICU.
So her Christmas was really worrisome
Hmm. Yeah.
because, again, she can't go in and visit them. That's the hard part. They're there by themselves, and sometimes they don't understand what's going on either when they're elderly. So
Yeah.
it's even harder. So, yes, folks,
It's
it is real. It is real despite what some people think. So, so I would like to say basically all we can do is keep wearing our masks, social distancing, washing our hands, sanitizing surfaces, and just do what we've been doing because really there's nothing else we
when it
can.
becomes available.
Yeah. I mean, right now we have no choice. We're kind of in lockdown, so really there's not that many places to go.
Hmm.
So again, pivot, do some things differently, enjoy your time at home. I'm trying to be a counselor here, but it's not working because I'm running out of positive vibes and
Well,
energy myself. But
I've enjoyed all the time that I've been spending with my three little ones. Like, I think one of the positive things of COVID is that I've grown quite close to those three.
hmm
So I'm thankful for that. And yeah, I try to get up every day and find one thing that I'm thankful for, and say it out loud. So, to remind myself that, yeah, my mental health is not all great right now, but to remind myself that I'm super fortunate,
hmm
even though we are in a pandemic and this is happening. It could be a hell of a lot worse. I'm fortunate that you know, my work hasn't been that much affected, that
hmm
my husband still has a job. Um, I wouldn't want to be in the States right now. Like, it's really, really bad.
It's really bad. And then Christmas Day, that bomb going off in Nashville, like say, like, we can count our blessings because all I could think of is those poor people getting ready to celebrate Christmas Day, however they were celebrating it, and it's gone. Everything's gone in just a blink of an eye. The
Yeah.
buildings all blown apart, everybody evacuated, gifts gone, everything gone. Like, so yes,
Life
very
is
much life is very, very
life
precious.
is precious. life is precious, and it's not, tomorrow is not a sure thing. You got to really focus on today and be thankful for today, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's,
Live in the present. Don't worry about what happened in the past. Don't worry about what might happen in the future. Live in the present. That's basically what we have.
yeah, and that's a very good advice, my niece. You are a therapist.
Yeah.
Doing
So I
good.
had to work on being my own therapist, like you said. It's hard on our mental health, especially when we work for ourselves. It's already harder to motivate ourselves, but then you get tired at a certain point, and it's harder to do it. I know, like say, you've had a hard time. I've had a hard time for the last. It's going on probably a month now. Some days
Hmm.
are good, some days are not. Some days. But what keeps me going is my little feathered friends, because there's always so much activity there, and I have 3 squirrels that come, and they're so super cute. I'm gonna actually post some pictures. One of them, you just want to pick him up and squeeze him. He's got these big hands and, well, paws or whatever you call them, and he sits there and looks right at you. So,
So I've had a kitty around the house
oh,
lately. So every day, every morning, he goes around my office and starts meowing like crazy. Yeah, I think he's cold or something, but I mean,
well, of
I,
course he's cold, and he's looking for a home.
well, I got a big shed. He's more than welcome to use my shed, but he can't come inside my house. I can't do that. But yeah, so I've heard him around my office, and then the other night I was hearing him in the back, and so
Oh,
meow, meow, meow. But I haven't seen him though. Like I hear him, and then I go outside, and he's not there.
because you
Maybe
got to
it's just
remember,
into my imagination.
you you do not adopt a cat. A cat adopts a human, so that's you're the cat that's adopting you as the human.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know. You have a dog in the house too, so he may not. Oh no, you
Well,
don't have a dog in the house, so you could get a cat in the house.
I do have a dog.
Oh, you
I do
still
have a dog. The little dog. I don't
have.
have Blaze
Oh,
anymore, but I have my little dog.
oh, I thought you had Blaze. That's true. So I guess he may.
But
And
I mean, she would get along with a cat, no problem. That little dog would. She would welcome the company. But
yeah, I think
um, nah, cats. I've had bad luck with cats. They pee everywhere and on clothes and stuff. They mark their territory, and it stinks, and you can't get rid of that smell, and I hate it. So nope, not for me.
you gotta spay or neuter, and then they don't.
Mm, yeah, I guess an extra expense.
We'll,
I
we'll,
don't
we'll talk, we'll talk next Monday and see where the cat is.
have. Oh, I'm lucky my kids haven't heard it because they would have gone out to it.
Hmm.
Crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, they would do
I'm
that.
a I'm a big cat person. Everybody,
I
Julie,
know. You
much.
even get. You're such a cat person. You even got cat scratch fever.
Yeah. Yes, we don't want to talk about that because that was pretty bad. And
Mm.
yes, it is a real thing. Yes, I got scratched by. We don't have that cat anymore. I don't know what was wrong with that cat. We had it as a kitten. It would attack me, run around the corner and just attack me. I had cat bites and scratches all the time. And then one night, our 2 cats got into a fight. Stupid me went to separate them, and I got so many bites and scratches up my arm. Ended up in the hospital for 6 days on strong antibiotics, and it's called cat scratch fever,
Mm.
aka blood poisoning. So it was actually really bad. If they hadn't been able to stop it from going out my arm, the next step was amputation, or it hits your heart and kills you. So, folks, if you have cats and get scratched or bitten, please take care of those wounds because it was scary. I didn't realize how bad it was until afterwards.
I know you had me
And
worried.
oh my God, it was horrible. It was horrible. 6 days in the hospital. I thought they'd
Mm.
just kind of, give me some antibiotics and send me home. Nope, they
You on your way home?
put me right up on IV, stuck me in the hospital, and finally it started to heal and get out of my system. But that was a scary 6 days.
Yeah. And it was right over the publication time. So, and it was your right hand. So,
My right hand, I was on morphine, and I got kicked out of putting the Sika together because Sika and Julia told me that I was holding her up. I thought I was doing a great job, but I mean, it was not a good time.
yeah, memories, eh?
Yeah, that was not a good one, but it was a learning curve. It
Yeah.
was a learning curve because after that, I was very careful.
Another reason why I don't have a cat. So there you have it.
Yeah, you have to look at everything that you do in life as a learning curve.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. You have to learn from it and just move on. That's all
Yeah.
you can do.
Oh, we have a saying for that, but I don't think we should say it on a family show.
It's not a family show. Well, I mean, I guess it's a family show. I said stuff before. I said,
Chuck it in the
freak it bucket.
and move on.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what you have to do.
It's like the gift you bought me last year for Christmas.
Well, that
You said I don't have a bucket list, but my bucket list is a mile long. I love that thing. It's on my wall.
I know I saw that again at my favorite store, Harvest, which I'll give them a little plug because right now with the shutdown, if you're looking for a very safe place to do your groceries, head out to Cornwall Center Road or Vincent Massey and Power Dam. Harvest is now a full grocery store. You can buy everything, including your fresh baked goods, your rotisserie chicken, your brush to sweep the floor, everything, plus fresh veggies and fruit. It's an awesome place, and they really pivoted through COVID.
Well,
They closed the restaurant. Restaurants had to close. They closed the restaurant, moved the gift store in there, and now they're in the north end. They're the only full grocery store and very safe. So
good.
head on out.
That's good. It's been nice to see all the businesses pivot as well.
Mhm.
It's been good to see. A lot of people have landed on their feet, and a lot of people saw this second lockdown coming, so they were prepared.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see. All right. Well, a few little announcements before we check out. So I know there aren't going to be any events in the next month or so, but if you have a virtual event going on, please don't hesitate. Go to our website at theseeker.ca and post it on. I want to remind people that we're doing little fundraisers every month. Sorry. Last month we were able to donate $250 to the toy drive. So thank you for your help on accumulating that money. This month we're doing the Alzheimer's Society. We have a page in The Seeker that's a fundraising page, and that's changing causes every month. But anyways, you can buy your square for $25 and let people know that you're still open. So the one for January left already, but you can also get on our website for $25. So you can do that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for now. And we'll see you next week. Next week is going to be January 4th already.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's going to be the new year, 2021. So looking forward to that. And
Looking forward to seeing what kind of resolutions we're looking at. You're not supposed to even actually make resolutions. I guess.
I'm not resoluting anything this year.
Yeah, I don't think we should.
All right. Well, have a great week.
Have yourself a super duper day.
And we'll see you at
See you
10
soon.
o'clock. Yep. Bye.
10 o'clock next Monday.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.